What was discontinued, but you miss like hell and you wish came back? The $1 menu at every fast food joint. Shit, I remember when hamburgers at McDonald's were 39 cents. I think it was Tuesdays, and cheeseburgers were 49 cents. We were treated on those days and felt we ate like kings. It wasn't until later I realized those treat days were specific because my parents were broke. In late 90s it used to be 29 cents for a hamburger and 39 cents for a cheeseburger. In the late 90s in Los Angeles County during the summers, there'd be 10-cent hamburger Tuesdays. My stepmom would spend like $5 and feed us 4 kids lunch. For the week. The blue raspberry sour Skittle. They act like it never existed but I know better. And lime Skittles as the green ones. Those were the best. They're back. Skittles returned the lime and took out the green apple. Finally, green apple wasn't bad on its own but it didn't jive well with the other flavors. It overpowered every other flavor. I really like the green apple flavor like those caramel apple suckers but green apple Skittles ruined the entire bag for me. When TV stations were about what they claimed to be about. MTV History Channel, Discovery Channel, Science Channel, TLC, The Learning Channel, AMC, American Movie Classics, ABC Family Channel, A and AMP, E. IFC, Independent Film Channel used to show decent uncut, unedited movies. Now shows an endless stream of washed-up sitcoms. They also used to have a music hour that was just international artists. I discovered so many amazing songs that I can't find for the life of me anymore. Removed. Or when they'd get fancy and give you a cloth map. I used the one from EverQuest for years as a dice rolling surface when I'd play D and AMP. D on glass. Tables. Being able to afford housing on middle income. Being able to afford housing on low income. The low-income housing websites in my area closed down and the wait list is no longer open. I was going to go this way with my post but it seemed too far-fetched. I wish all of us humans could be housed and fed. All my favorite tops that ever wore out. The fashion train just moves on regardless. You can never go back and just purchase the same awesome undyed linen blouse with the frog closures and Chinese collar. You have to start all over again no matter how much you hate shopping because walking around naked isn't an option. That's why I always buy a few versions of the same piece if I really love it. The problem is when I get a piece of clothing I like, it doesn't turn into something I love until a year or two later. Removed. Tangentially related. Not everything needs to be a fucking subscription. Let me own the things I spend my money on, god damn it. Why is this so hard? Totally this. Why do I have to pay monthly for shit I should be able to buy one time and use? 'Cause the companies get more money that way. Nothing gets shareholders' panties wet like the term recurring revenue. And GT gets shareholders' panties wet. God, what a vile set of words. This is the most disgusted upvote I've ever given. 90s Nickelodeon. Legends of the Hidden Temple. Are You Afraid of the Dark? Double Dare, Pete and AMP. Pete. Etc. Removed. The optimism of the 1990s. Seriously, I don't know if it was because I was a kid, teenager, or if everyone felt more optimistic then. Things were pretty decent for the middle class then, which was also larger then, so I believe the optimism wasn't just perceived. Gonna sound old here but shit just seemed more wholesome to everyone talking shit on social media 24/7. Also it was the post-Cold War, pre-9/11 era of innocence. End of history, and all that. Yeah, with the Cold War over, people believed that the whole world would become more peaceful, democratic, and tolerant. Goddamn, we were naive. $5 footlongs. Also the time of Arby's and Taco Bell's, 5 for $5. Arby's prices went up so fast that I just assumed they were drilling for roast beef in the Middle East. Altoids sours. Love them so much. Still have some of the old tins I use to store random things. There's a shop that recreated Altoids sours, public displays of confection, lofty pursuits. I ordered some a few weeks ago and although they're a little pricey, the tins they give you are bigger than the original Altoids sours, and they give you more of the candies. They taste just like I remembered them. I definitely think my purchase was worth it. https://www.pd.net/products/tangerine-sours-secret-pre-order edit. Thank you, but don't award this post. Use your monies to acquire more tangerine sours. Aladdin's Castle. It was an arcade in the local mall. I was heartbroken when they closed that place down. So many good memories as a kid in that place. Maybe this was a dream, but I remember Philadelphia cream cheese made single-size cheesecakes that I would always see at convenience stores. I finally got the courage to ask my grandma to buy me one, and it was my first cheesecake experience. So delicious. Are you talking about the cheesecake bars that came individually wrapped? OMG, I totally forgot about those. My mom would pack one in my lunch on rare occasion back in middle school. So good. Adult me could probably crush a few boxes in a sitting if given the chance. Cold sweat smile. Removed. Reading the manuals on the way home was the best. Plus, you'd actually learn some useful tips ahead of time, and your friends would be like, dude, how did you know about this or how to do that, and just be like, cool, I'm just good like that. Physical items for music, video games, movies, etc. This isn't actually discontinued yet, but with the current trend it wouldn't surprise me if everything just moves completely to streaming. In 10 years, too many things are moving to digital where you don't actually own anything. All you have is a license to use the digital media. The last time I bought a physical game disc, the only thing it did was install Origin on my computer and provide a license key to download the game. My current car has built-in Spotify instead of a CD player. Maybe I'm becoming old man ranting about change, but I'm concerned about how everything's become a monthly subscription service where the companies control what you have access to and can remove things whenever they want. All music going to streaming is my nightmare. I have a huge music collection. I don't want a subscription to music. I want to own my music. I was so pissed when Google shut down their music store. I want to just buy what I want. I don't want a continuous monthly subscription. OMG, finally someone else who feels the way I do. I still buy CDs and rip them into a light third-party music app on my phone. I absolutely refuse to give in to streaming music. I own my music that I paid for. It's mine. This is such a huge hot button for me, and all I've ever heard from people is like, well, if you sub to Spotify, you can create your own playlists. That's not the same. We used to have a chain of restaurants called Super Salad. It was just a salad bar with like 3 options of soup, but it was cheap and all you could eat. I took it for granted back then, and now I miss it so much. Smiling face with tear. Jell-O brand pudding pops. There is nothing else like it in the market, and anything that I have found doesn't taste the same. I just want my pudding pops back. Dang it. See my username. 4 years of Redditing, just waiting for this day. Bravo. I shall celebrate by eating AP. Damn it. This one makes me so sad. They had that thin layer of ice you had to get through. Then you just reveled in creamy pudding goodness. I thought of trying to make them homemade but didn't think I could get that ice layer it needs. Oh man, it's been over 3 decades since I had one and I can still feel that ice layer. Removed. Roller Coaster Tycoon was the best cereal prize I ever got. Color-changing spoons were my favorite. Not discontinued, but Levi's definitely changed how they made their jeans. They just don't fit the same, and the materials feel very different. They also wear out like they never did before.